Steve, I'm going to start off these interview the same that I have done for the other coaches. So if you could go back to one day in your football career, when would it be?
Probably a bit of nostalgia for some of the 𝗀𝗡 fans. I'd probably go back to the 𝗺𝗙𝗋𝗋 game.
Very recent as well.
Yeah, I was about to say it was a very good day, even a good night out. But at the same time, it was good mentally for me, but also as a memory, definitely perfect.
You've been here a while. How did you get into the physio role here?
So, believe it or not, it all started when I went to 𝗀𝗡 Youth, because my cousin actually played football for them.
Yep.
And I actually wanted to go into coaching. But from there, I told one of the coaches, who was my cousin's manager, basically I said, "Oh, I'm a physio." He said at the time, "Can you do a bit of physio for us?" I said, "Yeah, no problem." And then from there, he said, he went, "Do you know Craig?" I said, "Yeah." And then from there, he turned around and went along the lines of, he went, "Well, they need a physio. How would you like to start off your journey?"
Do you know how long ago that was?
2000, gonna make me really old now. I think it was around 2014.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So it's been a while then?
Yeah.
You've definitely had that testimonial, haven't you?
I'm planning, but I was hoping to get a statue, but you know.
As a physio, how do you build relationships with players?
With players, it's very important in terms of the factor of, one, you need them to trust you. That is the main thing of when you're being a physio, because without trust, then you can't build that relationship to go on, because if they can't have that trust, then it's going to be that awkward balance of trying to work together to get to the end goal of getting them fit and helping them improve in some way.
It doesn't have to be an 𝗀𝗡 player, but what has been the worst injury you've seen or had to deal with as a physio? It's not good when you just laugh.
I know straight away, because it's probably the one I hold probably the worst.
Yeah.
FA Trophy, Bowers at home.
Yep.
I believe it was Bowers, if I'm correct. George Allen, when he actually fractured his radius and ulnar. And if you want to know what it is, it's basically the two heads of the bone that connect to the humerus and go from there.
Definitely was FA Trophy, because I do remember talking to him about it in the documentary.
Do you know what the most funny thing about it was?
Go on.
One of the players, I think it was Brad Bennett.
Yeah.
George Allen didn't want to walk or anything like that. So we had to put the stretcher in Brad Bennett's dad's camper van. So he's gone all the way on the way there. So it was brilliant. And to be fair, for the past physio, he had to go with him. So yeah.
How hard is it to take care of players when they're not full time? So like here, we only train for a couple of hours a week. How hard is it to deal with all that when they have work lives, personal lives, and sometimes they can't even get here?
It's a hard way to keep on in contact with them, because obviously you want them to follow the plans, what you set out for them in terms of the rehab plans, etc. And from there, it makes it 10 times harder, because you potentially become a bit like a kind of mum, dad kind of figure.
I get what you mean.
And you end up like badger them, saying, "Oh, did you do the exercises? How did that feel?" But when obviously you're not full time and you only get to see them, it's hard, because you really want to help like the management get these players that are important to the team and really like put them forward. So
I've asked every other coach their one word to describe their time so far at 𝗀𝗡, but over the last 12 or so years, if you want to use a couple of words, I'll let you, but one word to describe your time at 𝗀𝗡 here?
For me, being obviously a lad, like a local lad, literally going to the schools over the road and all stuff like that. So for me, 𝗀𝗡 will always be home.